So lists and dictionaries. I'm going to flip back and forth between the two of them because it's easier to learn about them when you can compare the two. So first, a list, also known as an array, and that is why sometimes I'll start a list variable with an AR. Sometimes I start with an LI. I use the two very interchangeably because every other language calls them an array. Python is fond of the word lists. It's the same thing. Okay, so a list or an array looks like this. Okay, you can see that it has a variable and the assignment operator, and then it has square brackets. These are not parentheses, these are not curly braces, they are the square brackets. Those other two things have different meanings, right? We talk about parentheses when we're talking about functions, and in a minute, we'll learn about curly braces when we talk about dictionaries. But the square bracket means it's an array. An array is a collection of things assigned to a specific variable. In this case, it is a collection of strings. So in this array, we have 4 strings. We might also say that it has 4 members to this array. Think of it like members of a club, right? So the members of this club are dog, cat, fish, and bird. It's an array of types of pets. They're all strings, and they're separated by commas, okay? Enclosed in brackets. A few things about arrays that you need to know is that they are ordered. What that means is once I define this array, the members of this array will stay in this order until I change the order. Why is that important? Because we're going to use the index for each of those members to access those members. So index meaning 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've talked about indexes a little bit, but in an array, the index is really important because dog is going to be index 0 until I tell it otherwise. So it's ordered, it's indexed. Mutable means you can change it. I can change dog, I can put it back here, I can move things around, I can sort it, I can add things, I can delete things. There are list types in Python that are not mutable. We're not going to talk about those today. But an array is mutable, meaning you can change it. It won't change on its own. The ordered and indexed, they're going to stay put until you do something explicitly to change that, which is nice because you can always rely on dog to be in index spot 0. It's just going to be there until you change it. Also, an array, now this is where you might have one of those like inception moments, right? An array can contain any type of object, even, here goes, more arrays. You could have a list of lists, and those lists could have lists. And so what you have is the ability to create a single variable that contains an almost infinite structure of data. Why would you want to do that? Well, actually, there are a lot of reasons why you would want to do that. We're not going to get into those just yet. But you can have objects, you can have strings, integers, floats, any type of variable, any type of object, including lists, including dictionaries.